Hello students, we have already completed our first chapter of English grammar determinants. So by moving ahead, we will start a new chapter. Chapter number 2 is verbs expressing the present. So let's proceed. Before starting the chapter, we must know what are tenses. Tenses play a crucial role in the English language. It denotes the time an action takes place, whether sometimes in the past, in the present, or will take some time in the future. Tenses are mainly categorized into three types: present tense, past tense, future tense. Each of the types of tenses has four different forms. So, similarly, we are having four forms of present tense: present indefinite tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and present perfect continuous tense. So, first we will see simple present or present indefinite tense. Present indefinite tense is generally used for actions that are factual, normal, or regular in occurrence, sometimes called habitual actions. Habitual actions are actions that occur in the present but are not necessarily happening right now. Now look at the format of present continuous tense. Subject plus is MR according to the subject plus V1 plus ing. As it is given, he is playing football. For negative, subject plus is MR according to the subject again plus not plus V1 plus ing. He is not playing football. In interrogative, we will place helping verb means is MR at the first place. After this subject, then we will use V1 with ing, and then the rest of the sentence whatever we are having. For example, is he playing football? Present perfect tense. The present perfect tense expresses actions that happened at time that is not specific, and action that started in the past but continue to the present. Now look at the structure of present perfect tense. Positive form means affirmative sentences. Subject plus has or have. We will place according to the subject with singular has, with plural have, plus V3. V3 means the third form of the verb. In negatives, subject plus has, have, not, and V3 means first of all we will place subject, then has or have according to the subject, then not, and then V3, or if we are having anything else in the sentence, then we will place that afterwards. Now for interrogative sentences, obviously has or have at the first place, after this subject, and then V3 we will use. After that the remaining sentence if we are having. You just can look at the examples that is on your screen. For affirmative, I have done it. For negative, I have not done it. And then for interrogative, have you done it? Look at the last one, the present perfect continuous tense. The present perfect continuous tense expresses actions that begin in the past and continue to the present, an action that have recently stopped. Look at the pattern for present perfect continuous tense. For positive means affirmative, subject plus has or have according to the subject plus been plus V1 obviously plus ing with that. Example, they have been learning English for 2 years. For negative, subject plus has, have plus not plus been means we will add not between has or been plus V1 plus ing. Example, they have not been learning English for 2 years. For interrogative, helping verb means has, have at the first place, and then subject, then been plus V1 plus ing. Example, have they been learning English for 2 years? I hope that this video will be helpful for you. Meet you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.